The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. Hello everyone, my name is Alex and welcome. In this video, I will talk about The Call of Cthulhu, which is another of H.P Lovecraft's short stories. The Call of Cthulhu was written in 1926 and published in 1928. Now, first of all, I think most of us know who H.P Lovecraft is, or we have heard about him. But for those who don't, I will tell you a little about him. Howard Phillips Lovecraft was born in 1890 in Providence, Rhode Island in the United States, and died in the same city in the year of 1937. So, what makes this author most interesting and so different from any other is that he created a whole unique mythology in the horror genre, since his works are distinguished by their cosmic materialistic horror, a trend that sets aside common horror themes such as ghosts and satanism to incorporate science fiction elements of extraterrestrial and supernatural nature. He created monsters and beings as fascinating and as outlandish to any human mind, and his incredible storytelling that makes you get into the skin of his characters is what makes him to be considered the father of their darkest myths, and it is beyond the time and space. With that said, let's start talking about the story. Following the death of his great-uncle George Gamel Angel, who was a reputed professor at Brown University and a great expert on ancient inscriptions, causes all of his estate to pass to the narrator, which is our principal character and whose name we don't know, and who is the only relative that the professor had. So, while the narrator was looking and investigating the deceased documents, he discovers some strange objects, manuscripts and newspaper clippings that are linked to terrifying facts. Among the strange objects found box containing a piece of clay with a bas-relief and a sketch of Cthulhu. The narrators describe it seemed to be a sort of monster, or symbol representing a monster, of a form which only a diseased fancy could conceive. If I say that my somewhat extravagant imagination yields simultaneous picture of an octopus, a dragon, and a human caricature, I shall not be unfaithful to the spirit of the thing. A pulpy, tentacle head surmounted a grotesque and scaly body with rudimentary wings, for it was the general outline of the whole which made it most shockingly frightful. At first, the narrator thinks and believes that everything is just a product of his uncle's old age, but everything ends up catching his attention at the end, and he decides to continue the investigation. He begins to delve deeper into a subject, and during his investigation, he discovers the existence of the cult to Cthulhu, a sect that seems to be behind everything, and that worship this being Cthulhu, who is a horrifying being who is in a dead sleep under the Pacific Ocean, in his sunk city of Rile, and the people of this sect seek to free him. Later, the narrator discovers that his uncle's death was not from a heart injury as the doctors claim, but that he was killed for all the knowledge he had of this creature. So that was all for this video. In my opinion, I really like the story. It's so easy to read, so fast to read, and so interesting as you see, and dark. I never have read Lovecraft before. It's my first time, but I really like it, and I think I will continue to do it. So yeah, thank you and bye.